Do not watch The Chappelle Show. What's up, you guys? My name is Alex Hampton, and this is your very first time ever watching any of my videos. I'd like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, then hit that bell right next to it. That way you get all the notifications of every time I'm releasing a video here on my YouTube channel. Guys, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button as well. That way you get all my other videos in the algorithm every time you watch content here from Momentum Media. Now, guys, I have a super controversial topic that I want to dive into. Been getting a lot of questions about what are my thoughts about Dave Chappelle's recent special and the comments that he made in his special. Now, I was going to save and wait to ask Alex to give my comments out, but you know what? This is something that I feel like needs to be addressed. That I think that if you're a creator, if you're an artist, if you're anything, you need to know the proper way of how to go about making business deals as you get further along in your career, whatever that career field may be. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm referring to, Dave Chappelle put out like an almost 20-minute special called Unforgiven on his Instagram page. It's for free. You can go to Instagram and watch it for free. In that special, he details basically how he came up through comedy and how during his comedy run, you know, he let somebody borrow a joke. He let, you know, certain people take advantage of him in the comedy game. And he ropes it all into how the Chappelle Show came to be and how it ultimately ended and where it stands now in Dave's life. He made comments about the Dave Chappelle Show on SNL, how he wasn't getting paid from it. Now that HBO Max and Netflix and other streaming services were streaming the show, Dave Chappelle was not receiving a check for it. And I'm going to dive into why he wasn't receiving a check for it. In that special also, he basically tells his fans, he says, well, before I get to that, he tells Netflix, because he has a business working relationship with Netflix, and says, hey, I'm not getting paid from the Chappelle Show. I feel since I have a close relationship with this company, I've made you guys money. You guys have made me money. You guys should take this down. Netflix took it down. HBO Max still has it on HBO Max, and other streaming services have it. I still think you can buy the Chappelle Show on Amazon Prime and other outlets as well. So Dave Chappelle was very adamant about going to his fans to boycott the show, because when he first got the show, which he details in the special, which I encourage everyone to go see, he basically says is that when he got approached to do the show, or he pitched the show to Comedy Central, the deal is that he got paid a certain amount of money, and you know, he had a baby on the way at the time. I believe he said it was like 21 or 20, somewhere in his 20s. And it seemed like a good deal for him to take in order for him to make ends meet, because he was a struggling artist trying to do what he loved full time. As the show progressed, you know, Dave didn't receive any back ends from the Dave Chappelle Show. Now, I'm going to give you my overall thoughts about why this is important, why people should know what ownership means, and why something like this should be taken very seriously if you're an artist, or if you're a creator, or anything like that. And here are my thoughts on this. Now, legally speaking, and Dave Chappelle acknowledges this, he signed a contract where the studio, Comedy Central, has the rights to continue earning royalties, to license that property. I mean, that network owns the Chappelle Show. And according to the contract that Dave signed, it seems like that Dave couldn't go do something like that because they own the perpetuity and the royalty rights of Dave starting another version of the Chappelle Show. Like, they own his likeness when it comes to something of that nature. So Dave, even until he finds like a creative way, sorry, I had something in my throat. Until he finds a creative way to do something different, essentially Comedy Central owns the Chappelle Show. That's just being honest. He owns the Chappelle Show. That being said, um, legally, like I said, he signed a contract. There's not much he can do legally, at least from what I heard. But from a moral standpoint, this is wrong. This is wrong. No network, no studio, no business should be taking some IP that a artist created and essentially making millions, if not billions of dollars off of it, while they give the person who created it a portion. Now, we live in the business of this is show business, not show friends. You get what you negotiate. And I can tell you this, as a content creator myself, every original IP that I develop that goes to any form of distribution, you better believe I'm owning 100% rights of it. I'm not allowing any entity to take away my property. And this is the reason why I say that this is important for creators and artists and things of that nature. When you go to a studio, a streaming service, or a network, you have to make sure that the deal that you get helps set you up in the near future. So that way, when you do more licensing deals at these bigger streaming services or whatever, that you still get a cut of what's being played on these different streaming services. Now, as a creative myself, I recognize what Dave is saying, that yes, we should definitely boycott these networks and these different outlets who are streaming the Chappelle show, because he's not receiving a paycheck. He created it. But like I stated earlier, he can't really do anything legally because he signed a contract. That's what he signed up for. That's what happens. But I want to encourage people that if a studio or a major outlet is giving you a really good deal, so good to the point where you're only getting pennies on a dollar and they're getting the whole chunk, it's okay to walk away. It's okay to walk away and find another service to give you what you want, give you more than what you want, give you the value of the thing you created. Because I can tell you something, man. We live in a dog eat dog world, and like I said, this is show business, not show friends. If you don't have the status or the legal knowledge to obtain and really express your creative side in dealing with IP, streaming services and studios and networks, they will take advantage of you. Think about it this way. Most musical artists, rapping, singers, R&Bs, whatever, majority of those people do not own their masters. They don't. Record labels own their masters. And if they do own their masters, it's only like a percentage of it in comparison to the label. And my thing is that a lot of artists are getting screwed in the things that they create. And that's why I said you have to be very careful about how you negotiate your deals. So I stand with Dave. I think that HBO Max and other streaming services should definitely reevaluate his product that he created. I want to give out one more example. I'm a huge fan of Nick Cannon. I think Nick Cannon is a dope businessman. But when he got into some trouble and said some things online, Viacom took his show Wildin' Out that he didn't 100% own. Now, he can't now all of those people are out with a job and he can't take Wildin' Out to another network because he doesn't legally own it. That's what he agreed to. And it's like, man, I stand with Nick because I'm that generation of Wildin' Out is my generation. I stand with you, bro. So whatever we can do to support that, yeah, let's try to get Wildin' Out back too. But legally, you kind of shot yourself in the foot. So the point of this message is that when you're going out and doing these deals and doing these different things with people, you have to be very careful about the overall deals that you sign. Also, you have to have a good attorney and you have to know your worth when you're developing IP. These different streaming services and studios, they want original IP. I'm telling you right now, if you're a content creator or an artist of any time, You can get what you negotiate, or you can do your own distribution by yourself. At the end of the day, I think this calls for all independent creators to make sure that if you're going to create content for something, make sure that you have, if not 100% of the rights, but you're the majority owner of those rights. That way you have some weight to move around when we're talking about the IP that you created. So that's my thoughts on that. I'm probably going to get Ian and Jeremy to weigh in on that type of stuff as well to get different perspectives. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you get all the updates the very time I'm releasing a video here on my YouTube channel. And guys, do me a huge favor. Help me get 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I would really do appreciate it. Stay tuned for more content coming on my YouTube channel. And as always, you guys, you have a blessed day.